Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you the top 5 best weapons in Doom the Dark Ages. So I beat this game pretty quickly after its launch and been enjoying it quite a bit, so I'll be giving my thoughts on the most powerful weapons in the game. And the first one we're going to start off with is the Cycler weapon here. Now, what makes this so good is it can chain lightning and shock targets, allowing you to deal extra damage to them. So this is really good in this game because this will empower every other weapon that you're going to be using. So if you only wanted to use a couple weapons in the game, this would be one of them because it's going to impact every other weapon that you have. Now, it's great because it's got that shock ability there, and what's cool about that is you can apply shock to multiple enemies. So not only are you damaging the target that you're attacking right then and there, you're also going to be attacking others too, because you see that shocked application has been applied. You'll deal extra damage to the target. It has a pretty good amount of ammo as well, so that is another nice feature of that. But you can see there, we got the shock off. I also like to pair this with the rune that's going to shock them. You don't have to, but being able to apply shock and then continually lightning chain to every other enemy is really powerful and nice to have. So this weapon is good just because of the buff that it gives to all the others, and it can actually make the boss fights in this game much easier, because when you use this in conjunction with some of the other weapons that will be included in this list, it gets pretty crazy. So this also has the benefit of being able to take out the energy shield enemies, so that is another nice benefit there, because there's going to be quite a few of them, and having this on quick spin to pull it out and just deal damage to them is a nice choice. Now, that is one of the best weapons, but there's another really good one with the Ravager here. So there's two different versions of a lot of these weapons. This is the better version of it because it does a ton of damage at close range, and you can get pretty crazy with this. So you can see there, even just the rune of the lightning there, you can just rip people apart at close range. Now, what's great about this weapon is it's got a pretty easy spread to aim, but the damage is crazy. It replenishes its own ammunition as well, so that's another pretty crazy thing about it, is you're not going to run out of ammunition very quickly with this gun, because it's just going to continually keep giving you back more and more. So you can see there the ammo comes out of every enemy that we're taking out there, and then it also will give you health too, so that's nice. It helps out with your survivability, continually just shooting and shooting and shooting. You basically can't run out of ammo with this if you're just going to keep finding new things to take on. So yeah, the Ravager, extremely effective. Its alternative form is nice, but the spread is way too wide, and this one feels a little bit more concentrated. You can see down at the bottom there's a little thing that grows up and gets bigger whenever you're doing your attacks repeatedly, so you just have to keep firing it, and you're going to be getting it into this enhanced firing state, which is really nice to have it in. So we'll take this fella out here, and yeah, it shoots really quickly, and the damage on it is just nuts. So that is one of the, I would say, best damaging weapons in the game, and it pairs well with the Cycler too, because you can take the Cycler and switch right over to the Ravager. The damage is crazy. You can shred down enemies too fast. Like, it just feels almost unfair how even on nightmare difficulty you take people out so fast. But yeah, you see all those blue chips of health popping out of the enemies, so yeah, it's pretty near endless. What's nice about this weapon is just the high damage at a decently close range, and you can stay moving because it doesn't require you to aim it too hard. So the first upgrade you get for this will make it so that they drop health pickups, and then you can go to make it so that it takes less time to heat up. The Ravager's maximum fire is increased if you use another power up, but it takes longer to achieve this. And then finally, demons drop Ravager ammo. So yeah, the Skull Crusher is awesome. These skulls enjoy being crushed up for bullets, so yeah, we may as well give them their wish of being able to be useful as ammunition. The next weapon we'll be covering is the Chainshot. Now, what makes this crazy is it just destroys armor. So if you get any target there that has armor on it, you're gonna see it just destroys it completely. There's also an upgrade for this weapon so that it makes it so that you charge it up immediately when you're whenever you parry an enemy. So you can actually charge this up. You can see there by holding down the gunfire, it can charge up. But if you're to parry an attack just like that, you're able to get it off immediately. So it also can do an area of effect if you upgrade it all the way. The area of effect is extremely powerful, so I'd recommend buffing it up to the max because yeah, it's great. You can see here, against an enemy that's going to parry often, we can actually get our power attack off very commonly, and it just shreds people down. You can see there, it's going through the enemies so fast, like, it's ridiculous. We tore that enemy down in seconds. So yeah, great against armor, but it's great against anything because that huge area of effect explosion that it does is going to wipe out a ton of targets. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. This feels almost like a sniper rifle in certain essence, but it's just so powerful. Now, anyone that's got armor is going to get hit hard by it, but even if you don't have armor, you can chip people apart really quickly and easily with this. So yeah, I love it for the parry effect. Getting that exploding attack off just from a single parry is so nice, especially with this game's very generous parry, especially on Nightmare. I feel like they should have tuned the parry timing a little bit differently on it. But you're going to see here, getting a parry off, boom, you can follow it up. I guess I went the riposte attack there, but it fully charged my attack, and then that's just another boom, followed up with another attack. If we had another parry there, the nice thing is anytime you got a parry attack coming, you can literally just keep chaining this together, and it goes pretty crazy together. So yeah, that's awesome, and completely destroys enemies like that. So huge damage with the Chainshot. It's a blast to play with, and it's one of the most unique weapons that I've used in the game. I think it's awesome. So this is definitely a powerful weapon. If you see anyone with any type of armor, pull this out right away, and it's a really nice swap because you got the pulverizer right there to rip them apart afterwards, or if they're a harder enemy, you got the cycler to be able to build up their give them the shock to deal more damage, and then switch back to the pulverizer Ravager there. Now the next weapon that we got here is the rocket launcher, and the reason I'm including this is the most Doom reason ever. This is a rocket launcher that'll heal you. Yes, you heard that right. If you haven't used a rocket launcher yet, whenever you parry attack, you give yourself the vampirism. So you can see here, we actually have full health, so I can't actually show that off right there. But anytime that you're able to take out an enemy, you're going to heal yourself instead of taking damage. And the damage from the rocket launcher is pretty crazy. So yeah, I'll just make it so that we can actually heal ourselves. It's extremely effective. As I mentioned, the most Doom thing ever, being able to heal yourself and regenerate health, but it's only after a parry. The ultimate upgrade for it does increase the timing on that so that you can actually get it a little bit longer. The grenade launcher is nice, but I found the rocket launcher to just be a whole lot better because it serves a couple different purposes. So I'll just take some damage here as we're able to actually do the regeneration. After we get a parry off, boom, we can then do some explosions at close range, and we're able to heal ourselves. The most Doom eternal, or the most Doom thing ever, being able to heal yourself with a rocket launcher. So it's funny for the effects that it gets, but yeah, you can literally just fire the ground after parrying if you needed to. It gives you your health back. There's something crazy about being able to heal yourself with a rocket launcher, and that's just the Doom insanity. I think that this is a very powerful weapon. You can see there, it's just exploding people left, right, and center. You shoot for their feet, and they'll go end up missing. So yeah, it's extremely effective. I think that this has got to be one of the absolute best weapons in Doom the Dark Ages, just because of the massive damage impacts that it has, and the fact that it's just so funny to use as well. So yeah, you don't want to use it too much at close range unless you're able to parry an attack, because otherwise you'll be taking damage yourself, and that's not good. Now I want to give an honorable mention to the super shotgun alongside the combat shotgun. Combat shotgun when you need armor back, so you can kind of go between the rocket launcher and it to be able to regenerate your entire amount of armor as well as your health. But another thing is the super shotgun is extremely damaging, especially if the target's got shields. You can see there, it just continually pounds through them really effectively. So yeah, you can see we're taking down enemies left, right, and center. The damage on this thing is just absolutely overtuned, and it's definitely worth an honorable mention because the damage you do with it is just nuts. So yeah, it's a lot of fun to play around with too. Like obviously using a shotgun, fortunately there's no meat hook on it this time around. We kind of had that with our shield itself. But yeah, this weapon is good, and then the combat shotgun if you ever need any type of shield. But the true best weapon, I would say, or I guess this isn't the best, I would say the Chainshot combined with the Ravager is the best, but this is great for the boss fights in the game. It's actually how I beat the final boss, so if you want to check out that video on how I beat the final boss, I did on Nightmare mode. It was actually pretty easy with this weapon here, because this will, if you're using the dreadmace, a headshot from this will be able to give you back your dreadmace charges. So this is good because the dreadmace gives you your armor back, it gives you your health back, it gives you ammunition, and I don't know what's going on with that fellow over there, but yeah, you can easily get your headshots back. On a parry, it's going to deal extra damage as well. But yeah, you can see that little symbol beside my character there, getting back the dreadmace charges so that you can continually keep spamming with the dreadmace. It's really fun. So yeah, this is a very effective weapon to go with because those headshots are just so devastating, and it makes easy work out of some of the hardest bosses in this game, and you can do it from a range. It does have a bit of a damage, or it does have a bit of a bullet drop off, so you got to be mindful of that when aiming with it. But being able to charge yourself with parries, it gives you your health back. It's extremely effective. It also gives you ammunition if you get parries off. So yeah, use this weapon in the final boss and you'll have a good time. But Just to recap, honorable mention, the shotguns, the combat for giving you your health back, and the big boy super shotgun for the extra damage that it deals. The rocket launcher, because, hey, being able to heal yourself with rockets is great, and the damage on it is nuts. The chain shot for destroying armor really quickly, and also in any of those fights like that big brute over there where you need a parry often, it charges up the chain shot to deal maximum damage, and it does an area effect. We also have our Ravager, the skull crusher here, and the pulverizer, but I refer to the Ravager. Once it heats up, it just cooks through everyone really quickly. You don't even need to hit enemies, you can literally just keep firing it. And as you continue to keep taking enemies out, you're going to get more ammunition for it. Now, the cycler is huge just for the damage boost that it gives all your other damages. But yeah, those are the top 5 weapons in Doom the Dark Ages. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one.